Hey guys, I'm Mimo The Skinthusiast and welcome to my channel where we take skincare one day at a time, because skincare is not a sprint but it's a marathon. So if you like fun and informative skincare content, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification. And also don't forget to hit me up on Instagram at Mimo The Skinthusiast, where I post more skincare related content. How have you guys been? I hope you guys are doing good and of course what? Taking care of your skin. So anyway, it feels like this month just like March started. You just blink twice and we're almost at the end of this month. Like, what's happening with 2021? Do we have enough time to sleep, or do we have enough time to work or do anything? What's really going on with this year? Can someone tell me, please? Anyway, let's just talk about skincare and forget about how fast this year is going. But a quick disclaimer before we head to the video. I'm not a dermatologist or an esthetician, but I test, try and do my own research on so many skincare products and ingredients, so I'm just sharing with you all my personal experience. You ready for today's video? I'm ready. So let's get straight into today's video. If you're someone who looks out for skincare that's meant to treat acne, heal pimples, spots, blemishes, you might have come across these stuff. These are pimple patches. For me, the introduction of pimple patches came with K-beauty, especially from Cosrx. I mean, this stuff, the Cosrx Acne Pimple Master Patch. These were like one of the first pimple patches that got really famous, and I guess a lot of people got these, tried these and love this stuff. But these days, so many brands are coming out with pimple patches. Not only patches, but stickers that comes out in various sizes, shapes, colors, patterns, and a lot of claims for this stuff. I mean, not this brand, but in general, pimple patches or pimple stickers. So for those who doesn't know about pimple patches, these are small hydrocolloid patches that comes in various shapes and sizes. So you apply these patches on top of your pimple or acne as a dressing to keep that area protected. So these hydrocolloid patches has the ability to absorb moisture into it, so it can absorb the liquid from that pimple and dry the pimple. But the most important question to ask on these pimple patches are these going to work on all pimples or acne? Not really. No. These pimple patches are meant to work on the surface level acne or that pus-filled white spots that you see on the face. It's not meant to treat those acne which is deeply embedded into the skin or that haven't surfaced yet. These days, the marketing claims for these pimple patches from different brands have gone like literally out of control. Some brands market these pimple patches as this magical stuff that you put on your face and the next day your face will be completely healed. So if you have like really deeply embedded acne or acne that's inflamed, putting a pimple patch alone won't really help to heal the pimple. I mean, that can keep that area clean, but it's not going to do anything actively to heal your acne. So if you are really looking into treating acne, I think it's best to find a spot treatment that contains active ingredients that can actively fight these acne or pimples or spots. So don't just rely on a pimple patch and think that it's gonna magically heal that spot. Personally, for me, I like to see these pimple patches as a protection patch. You just like put it on to keep the area clean and prevents further infection, especially after you popped a pimple. I mean, you should not pop a pimple deliberately, but it happens. I mean, as much as we try not to pop a pimple or touch a pimple or do anything, it happens, right? Try not to touch your pimple or play with a spot or anything, okay? Okay, back to pimple patches. So anyway, after a pimple is popped, that is literally an open wound, so you really need to keep the area clean, and pimple patches does a great job in keep the area sealed and clean. One more thing I really like about pimple patches is that it really prevents picking of spots. You know, if you have a spot or a pimple, as much as we try not to touch it, it just happens, right? So if you have a patch on your pimple, it really prevents you from touching it or picking it or playing with it. So, you know, you unconsciously do those stuff. But if you have something on top of that and then you tend to touch it, you know that there is something on top of that. So it really helps to prevent those picking and stuff. So it's a great way to keep your hands out of your face or out of the spots. In contrast to these simple pimple patches that doesn't contain any active ingredients or any fancy stuff, it's just like literally a hydrocolloid patch. These days there are pimple patches that contain active ingredients like salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide that can actually actively help to treat acne. And most of these pimple patches that has active ingredients contain microdarts in it. It's like micro needles which is embedded into the pimple patch that can help deliver the active ingredients slightly deeper into the skin. But it's not like putting needles on your skin. You don't even feel anything. It's just like very thin, tiny darts. As skincare is evolving and new technology is coming up, these pimple patches are also going through major changes. Doesn't mean that these simple ones doesn't work. I love the simple ones as well. But if you're someone who's looking into actively treating acne using pimple patches, those kind of pimple patches that contain microdarts and active ingredients can be more helpful than just simple ones that literally would just protect the area. But the thing is, these pimple patches could be kind of expensive compared to these simple pimple patches. I mean, these are just like one-time use patches. You just like put it on your face and remove it in 12 hours or 10 hours or whatever. So if you're someone who's dealing with really bad acne, or if you have like a lot of pimples on your face, this might not be the most cost-effective way to treat them. In that case, I would rather invest in a good spot treatment than just pimple patches that are just one-time use stuff. Every single day I shoot, it starts raining, it becomes dark, and I lose my natural light. What's happening? Like, what's going on, guys? And if you are going to put a pimple patch, always put it on clean skin. That is one of the most important things that you have to do when applying a pimple patch. Don't just stick it up on dirty skin, because you're trapping the dirt, the bacteria, everything with the patch. So make sure the area is clean and then you apply a pimple patch. And also not leaving these pimple patches on your face for more than 12 hours, 10 or 12 hours. I know some people say you can keep a pimple patch for 24 hours, but honestly, I wouldn't put a patch on top of a pimple or an acne for 24 hours. I would just like change it like maximum within 12 hours, or the best would be 10 hours. And then knowing that these pimple patches are not magical stuff, it won't treat or heal your acne overnight. So please let me know in the comment section if you have tried any pimple patches, or what's your favorite brand when it comes to pimple patches. Because I mean, I've tried a few types, but I always go back to the Acne Pimple Master Patch from Cosrx, because these are cheap and these are simple, and it really does the job of keeping the area clean. I mean, that's the reason that I use a pimple patch, to keep that area clean and then preventing myself from touching it or picking on it or doing any stuff. Because if you pick or play with it, there's a huge chance of scarring, and I don't want that, and nobody wants that. So please let me know if you have any favorite pimple patch that you've tried and worked well for you, and it's worth a try. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to hit me up on Instagram at Mimo The Skinthusiast. And I'll see you guys next week with more skincare content. Bye!